can we get started then?
Okay,
Thank you.
so let's get started. So I would like to call this meeting to order. Welcome, everyone. How's everyone? It's been extremely hot lately and can't bear to wear a mask outside. But I'm glad that today is a bit cooler. But anyway, so first I'd like to, we don't have guests today, so let's get right into the meeting. Um, So today we have one prepared speech followed by a topic session and evaluation session. So let me hand it over to today's Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Yuma Tejima.
Thank you, Toastmaster, President Toastmaster Hierarchy. Hi, good morning and good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster. So we don't have a guest today, and I'm Yuma Tejima, today's Toastmaster of the day. Summer holiday season is coming, and do you guys have any plan for summer holiday? I hope summer has just come as well as recently 35 Celsius or higher in Tokyo almost every day. And it just stopped raining and now and then it was raining heavily, was quite big thunder and lightning around 10 a.m. Tokyo. Personally, I will have a barbecue party tomorrow. So hopefully it will not rain tomorrow. Finger crossed. So my responsibility to Toastmaster of the day today is to get the meeting organized and on time, also make you all comfortable as possible, comfortable as possible. Today's club meeting is 60 minutes version during lunchtime without short break. So now move on to role takers introduction. Today we have a small number of participants, so most of us take dual role. So thank you for dual role takers. The first role taker, Toastmaster Hierarchy for Grammarian and Wordmeister. Would you please describe your please?
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Yuma Tejima. As grammarian, I will pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language use. I will take note of any important language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As grammarian, it's also my responsibility to introduce the word of the day. So I would like to introduce the word of the day, which is stunning. Stunning. I'll put it in the chat. So stunning means it's an adjective and it means extremely attractive or beautiful. And the example of use is the first sentence of your speech was stunning, or the weather is stunning in Okinawa this time of the year, and something like that. So please try to use the word stunning when you speak. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Yuma Tejima.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hierarchy. And so let's try to use the stunning as much as possible during today's session. And then let's make this club meeting as stunning as possible. Next, we'll take Toastmaster Stefano Spiro for timer. And then thank you very much for attending from Italy today. Time difference so different. Time zone is so different. Would you describe your role, please?
Certainly, thank you, Toastmaster Tejima. As the timer, I'll be measuring your speech's time. So let me see if I can. Do you see my virtual background changing? Okay, perfect. So I'll be using these virtual backgrounds to signal the time. So during the prepared speech, after 5 minutes, you'll see this green card. After 6 minutes, the yellow. After 7 minutes, the red. During the table topics, after 1 minute, it's green. 1 minute 30 seconds, it's yellow, and 2 minutes is red. And during the evaluation, after 2 minutes, it's green. 2 minutes 30 seconds is yellow, and 3 minutes is red. Once you see the red card, please try to wrap up your speech within 30 seconds. That concludes my explanation. Back to you, Toastmaster Tejima. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Stefano Spiro. Next, we'll take Toastmaster Victor Hirakawa for ball counter. Would you describe your role, please?
Yes. As a vote counter, I will count the votes for the best speaker and best about topics. And please cast your vote in the chat window. Please make sure that in the send to my name is selected, so I will only be able to see the vote. You can send me a note now, and you can send me a test. Thank you. So please remember that keep my name there, so I will only be able to see the comments. And back to you, Toastmaster for the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Victor Hirakawa. So today we have one prepared speaker. So I think we're gonna do the both session for table topic speech, right?
Yes.
Next we'll take Toastmaster Ichiro Naito. Sorry, Nanako Tada. Nanako Tada.
She
You
said
have-
she's going to be late.
Okay, so next we'll take a Toastmaster Ichiro Naito for photographer. So would you describe your role, please?
Hi, everyone. I'll be serving as a photographer today. I'll be taking screenshots during the meeting and at the end of the meeting and post it on Facebook. If you don't want your picture taken, please let me know and we'll delete your picture when posting on Facebook. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ichiro Naito. Okay, so thank you very much for your role takers for your introduction. And let's move on to prepared speech session. The first speaker, the only one speaker, Toastmaster Atsushi Kasuya, and the first evaluator. So this is for your first time evaluation, Toastmaster Tamae Muroga. So Toastmaster Tamae Muroga, would you please explain the speech objective and the length of the speech of Toastmaster Atsushi Kasuya?
Yes, thank you very much, Toastmaster Tejima-san. The purpose of this speech is the purpose of this project is for Kasuya-san to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to the second speech. The purpose of this speech is for Kasuya-san to demonstrate that he has applied the feedback received from his previous first speech. Speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you very much. Back to Toastmaster Tejima-san.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tamae Muroga. I just wanted to make sure, Toastmaster Atsushi Kasuya, you can see the timer, Toastmaster Stefano Spiro. The first speaker, Toastmaster Atsushi Kasuya. Speech title is The Free Man with His Wings. The Free Man with His Wings.
Hi everyone. Have you watched Top Gun 2 Maverick recently? Wasn't that a great movie? I really enjoyed it as an entertainment. How many of you have ever wanted to become a pilot? Even a fighter pilot? I have met a great guy. This guy, his name is Ted, who is 95 years old. He used to be a Japanese Imperial Army pilot who used to be a cadet of the Japanese Imperial Army Aviation Academy located in my hometown before the previous war. And he joined the force after his graduation, and when he was 18 years old. He became a pilot ever since. His appearance at first, he looks like an ordinary old gentleman who has no mustache or beard. But he's actually very stubborn and grumpy a bit. But once he starts talking about his aviational experiences in English, his eyes start shining and rejuvenile all of a sudden. He is fluent in his English language. According to him, He was educated overseas in his childhood in English language due to his father's global business operations back in 1930s. He told me that aviation is his life. It allows his, he told me that aviation is, he said his aviation is my life. And he goes, it allows me to set myself free and fly anywhere I want. And he continued, I met many good friends in lifetime, many good friends of a lifetime through my aviation career. But unfortunately, I lost some of them during the war time through. He continued to fly after the war ended. He flew as a U.S. Naval tentative officer because he was fluent in English, and his well-trained skills and knowledge of aviation and radio operator helped him to career up as an aviator. So he became a test pilot of U.S. Navy back in 1950s. When I asked him, what aircraft have you ever piloted and where have you been or where have you flown overseas? He responded, I piloted my airplane, the Mitsubishi Ki-46 Dyna, and it landed for fuel in Norway because Norway was one of the friendly countries to us, means to Japan back then. And we flew back to Manchuria in the early 1940s. As soon as I heard the story, he said to me, I was stunned. It was a stunning story. And I couldn't even react right away because I was expecting to hear that he was on board a commercial airplane, but not piloting his fighter aircraft by himself. According to what he remembers those days in his early aviation career back in 40s and 50s, it may sound like he was talking about one of the history events to us all, but none of his true stories that I have heard were what we've learned from our history textbooks. Some used to be classified stories of mission he had to complete it. And he repeated as following, I was so lucky to be an airman because I could set myself free whenever I fly my aircraft. With or without his mission, because he goes, aviation is my life. And he said, I'm truly free man with my own wings. And he would love to fly again, he said. And I'd like to listen to his more story from now on. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tsushi Katsuya, for your stunning speech. So I found the speech with the enhancement of structure from the last time. I have not watched the Top Gun Maverick, but I wanted to watch it soon. So now let's share 1 minute of silence of comment. And thanks to Toastmaster Stefano Spiro, I think for timekeeping. And then during this 1 minute of silence, please go ahead and leave your comment of the Google form posted in the chat box.
1 minute has passed.
Thank you, Toastmaster Stefan Spiro. So we don't have any more prepared speech today. Then Toastmaster Stefan Spiro, would you give us your timer's report, please?
Sure. Toastmaster Cassia's speech was 5 minutes 52 seconds long. 5 minutes and 52 seconds. Thank you.
5 minutes 52 seconds. Yes. Right. Thank you. So, and we will skip our board session as I have stated earlier. And now we're gonna move on to the fun part, which is table topic session. So today's table topic master is Toastmaster Ichiro Naito. So let me pass control over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Tejima. So I will now start the table topic sessions. The table topic session is the impromptu speech. So that means I will give you a question, then pick a speaker, and the speaker has minimum 1 minute. Green, keep speaking until you see the green sign. Make sure you can see the timer. And then at 1 minute and 30 seconds, you will see the yellow. At 2 minutes, you will see red. That means you have 30 seconds to finish your speech. Okay, so minimum 1 minute. Just keep talking. Don't end your answer with just one sentence. Okay, the season is summer, very hot summer, and I'm sure everybody's either enjoying or suffering from the heat. So I'd like to pick some themes that have to do with summer. So the first question is, what is the drink that you recommend for this hot summer? What is the drink that you recommend for this summer? And the drink has to be something other than beer. Do not include beer. Okay, and this question goes to, okay, Toastmaster Victor.
Okay, so the question is, recommend a drink other than beer, right? Okay, in summer, most people would like to drink cold beer just somewhere in the shade and have a refreshing afternoon. But in my case, I don't drink that much beer anymore. I gained so much weight at some point of time, so I decided that I need to control my alcohol intake. So I stopped drinking beer. And I haven't had one for the past maybe 6 months or 8 months. Maybe that was the last time I got a glass of beer. So nowadays I'm taking just water. And in this hot summer, I'm taking just cold water or sometimes tea, but without sugar. I need to control my weight. So the most challenging thing is even with water, I still cannot control my weight. I lost quite a bit, but still is not enough. So I need to exercise more. And cold water helped me with that. But I found that if I go outside now with this hot weather and with mask, it's very hard to do any exercise. It's extremely hard to even breathe. With 34 degrees, it's almost impossible to walk there. And I found that the best option is to just stay inside with the stunning and very powerful aircon. So I can stay relaxed at home and enjoy just a cold glass of water. That's what I'm doing today. Probably will keep doing that for the rest of the summer. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. Water sounds great. And these days, it's not just tap water. You can get any kind of water. If you go to store, you can get water from Mount Fuji or from any other region that has a lot of minerals. So very healthy. Okay, thank you. Next question. Another one that has to do with summer. Okay, this summer, a lot of things happened. Summer is not yet over. So imagine yourself 1 year from now. next year, and if you reflect back on summer of this year, what would you say? If you are 1 year from now, and if you think about summer of this year, what would you say? What was memorable about this year's summer? And this question goes to, okay, Toastmaster Rie Araki. Toastmaster Araki.
If I reflect back of this summer, I will remember wearing a mask outside this heat, the extremely hot weather, and sweating, but that I had to wear a mask. That's something I would definitely remember 1 year after. I don't know if I will be wearing a mask 1 year after, but it's just torture to wear a mask under this hot weather. So I think I will remember this. I mean, my struggling to take off the mask, but I can't take off the mask. Those struggles I will definitely remember. So I hope 1 year later, I won't have to wear a mask under this uncomfortably hot weather, and live freely and walk freely without a mask. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Ichiro Naito.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, wearing a mask during this hot weather is so uncomfortable. And actually, I stopped wearing masks when I'm outside, when I'm walking around the street where there's not too many people. I keep my distance. I wear it when I go into a store or when I ride the train. But outdoors, most of the time, I stopped wearing my mask. Maybe it's something that you can try. Okay, thank you. Next one. Okay, if you had somebody coming from overseas to Japan, what summer activity would you recommend? If you have a friend coming from overseas to Japan, what kind of summer activity would you recommend? Would you recommend a stunning scenery, food, tourism, whatever? And this question goes to Toastmaster Nanako Tada.
So if I recommend some activity to foreigners, I would like to recommend 2 activities. One activity is going to very calm place other than this kind of hottest crazy weather. For example, Karuizawa or Hokkaido, or maybe more cool place than Tokyo or the other city, because it's too much to stay this kind of hot weather in the summer. I can't do that anymore. I always be inside in the daytime. Then the other activity I would like to recommend is go to see the fireworks. I watched the fireworks on the TV 2 days ago. It was held in Nagaoka. It is very famous fireworks festival, and I was so impressed by that fireworks, so big and so impressive one. And this is very unique activity in Japan, so maybe foreigners should try to see in live. And yeah, those 2 activities I would like to recommend. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Going to Karuizawa and Hokkaido, great idea. Get away from the hot summer. Yes, very popular with tourists from overseas. Okay, I guess we have time for one more question. So the question is, what item do you recommend to make your summer more comfortable? What item do you recommend to make your summer more comfortable? For example, for me, this is what I recommend. Do you have something like that that you recommend? This question goes to, okay, Toastmaster Stefano, and I will do the timer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naito. It's a pity that you showed me your fan because I guess that's the first thing that came to my mind. And given this torrid heat, that's what I recommend. But it's good that you already showed it because I saw on TV the other day that they sometimes explode those things. So I got a bit scared because obviously you want to be cool and you want to take that around, but I think the battery moves a bit, so they might be a bit dangerous. So what's the second best item that I recommend, which keeps me cool given this hot summer? I think I've seen a few of those pots that you just put in the freezer and you just freeze them up and you just wear them around. So anything cool, really, anything that keeps you cool, especially in this weather. I think to be honest, I haven't bought any, but I'd see myself putting a few of those pads in the freezer and just walking around with them and just fighting this heat, which I'm currently in the UK, but it's heat here doesn't seem to be an issue. It's 19 degrees here, so yeah, big difference. But yeah, I will probably get one of those cool pads to put around my neck and to fight the heat in Japan and to enjoy a stunning summer. That's everything, and back to you, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Naito. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. 19 degrees in the UK. I really envy you. You don't need any of these fans or cool pads. Okay, let's have the timers report. The first three speakers. Toastmaster Stefano.
Sure, thank you. So Toastmaster Victor's speech was 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Araki was 1 minute 10 seconds. And Toastmaster Nana Kotada was 1 minute 51 seconds. Let me put that in the chat as well.
Okay, and your speech was 1 minute 38 seconds. Okay, so we have the four people. First speaker, Victor, talked about cold water. Second speaker, Toastmaster Araki, talked about wearing a mask. Third speaker, Toastmaster Nanako, about Karuizawa, Kaido, and the fireworks. And lastly, Toastmaster Stefano, talking about how to keep cool, ice pads, and so on. So let's have the voting. They're all eligible. So pick one person and send your vote to Toastmaster Victor. And in the meantime, I will now pass the control back to Toastmaster Tejima.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ichiro Naito. That was wonderful, stunning facilitation with interesting topic of theme of summer. So now let's move on to the evaluation session. Today's general evaluator is Toastmaster Taka Miyawaki. So I'm going to pass control over to you now.
Okay, Yumu-san, thank you very much. Okay, so let's start the evaluation session. So the first part of the evaluation session is the speech evaluation. The evaluator today is Toastmaster Tamai Muroga. Are you ready? Okay, please take it on.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Miyawaki-san, for handing to me. First of all, congratulations, Kasia-san, for delivering your second part of your project, receiving feedback and applying feedback onto your second speeches. It was really attractive in terms of the contents of your speech. I don't know if you do this really naturally, but I notice every time when you make speech, you make it sounds like as if you are telling a story rather than just reading the whole kind of script. Every time I actually really enjoy, like as if I'm really kind of like listening to the one of the story, and it's really always stunning and enjoyable. So thank you very much for delivering really nice speech. What you have done great is, first of all, tone of your voice. You have really nice tone of the voice. Whenever I speak in Toastmasters, I tend to get nervous and I tend to speak really fast or tend to kind of stop in the middle. But you, throughout your speech, you have really kept really nice tone of the voice. You did have a bit of a vocal variety as well. And then I was able to feel the where you want to put the emotion and things like that. So it was really great thing that you put those you did control really well your tone of the voice. And I also noticed that by reading your first evaluation sheets of the speeches, you still kept really nice introduction by asking questions, but at the same time you try to add a bit of more structure inside or component of your key message at the introduction, which I felt that was really great, that you probably did some changes in the way you speak or structure your speech. I wasn't able to hear your first speech, so don't know if you have changed the actual script or the way you did the message, but that was really great. The one little thing I would suggest is, actually this is something that Naito-san gave me advice in my first icebreaker speech, but the way the camera angle is something quite important when it comes to online speech. If you could, from my angle, I was able to couldn't see you in straight, but if you could make a bit of posture in terms to make it straight, that'd be really fantastic. But overall, without that posture thing, you've done such a good, great work, and your speech always motivate me to do that my next speech. So thank you very much for everything. Back to you, Toastmaster Miyawaki-san.
Okay, Tama-san, thank you very much. Okay, that was a speech evaluation. Good listening skill. Thank you. Okay, so I would like to have role takers report. To start with, the first role taker is Rie-san. As grammarian and word of the evening. Sorry, word of the day.
Okay, word of the day. So many of the members use the word stunning. Yuma-san, Tejima-san used it twice. Kasuya-san used it twice. Victor once, and Naito-san once, and Stefano once. Did I miss anyone? Okay. Thank you for using the word. And as a grammarian, I've spotted some good phrases and words. In Kasuya-san's speech, I think the phrase "set myself free," I think that's a good phrase to free someone from something. And also, he used the word "classified." It means a top secret. So classified mission is something I think it's useful for the business. And from Naito-san's table topic session, I think reflect back of summer. I think it's a good word to remember something, reflect back. And from Yonea-san's, Tamae-san's evaluation, she said, as if you're telling a story. I think it's a good phrase. And also, she's used the phrase "when it comes to." I think this phrase is very useful in business and in the daily conversation. I think that's it from grammarian point of view. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Takamiyawaki.
Thank you very much. It is a great report, especially the grammarian part. Thank you very much. Good phrases. And actually, oh, no, word of the day too. Many people actually use the word today. Stunning. Yeah. very interesting way to use it some by some people, but that's okay. Use it as trying is good. Thank you. And I I missed the timer's report, sorry. So Stefano, would you please give us evaluation time?
Toastmaster Muraga's evaluation was 2 minutes 55 seconds. Thank you.
2 minutes and 55 seconds. Okay, thank you. All right, moving on to the next role. No, we don't have our counter today, do we?
Yes.
Oh, we do.
Nanako-san.
Nanako-san.
Yeah, sorry, I was late, and I counted I counted after I came back. So should I vote?
Would you please give us a report?
Yes, of course. So actually there are a few words in this meeting. Just few counts. For example, Muruga-san just only say one time. In the evaluation part, and actually that's it.
Good, very good. Thank you very much. Nano-san, thank you very much catching that. I'll count as role, although you came in a little late, but that's okay. You know, that happens to everyone, and thank you very much for taking that role.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Any other roles to make reports? No? That's it? Okay, so let me move on to the general evaluation today. So we started with we kind of waited for Kase-san to join, and Nanako-san was a little late. So we had a few minutes at the beginning with the silence. It's okay. Everyone has their own business, so it's okay to come in late. It's okay to skip the meeting. Don't worry about it. You know, it's Toastmasters Club. You know, just feel easy. But when we wait before we actually start the meeting, you know, take it as an opportunity. Okay, it's not just waiting time. It should be fun time. Okay, so Toastmaster Rie, you can do that. Anybody can tip in to, you know, make it you know, maybe you can make it a time to build relationship. If you are entertainer, you know, just jump in and you know, start the conversation. It's okay. We are here to have fun, you know. So let's have fun, right? Okay, and after we started the meeting officially, everything was very smooth. Maybe because we don't have any guests today. People all feel even through the role taker's explanation, everybody's so smooth and so relaxed. So okay, once in a while it's okay to have a meeting without guests. Maybe. Although we would like to have a guest, but it was very nice. Felt really cozy. Kase-san made a very good presentation speech. Thank you very much, Kase-san. And table topics, Naito-san. Very simple topics today, 4 topics, but you know, I think it was they are all really good topics. Makes us all think. You know, the answer could be really anything. So it kind of give us really challenges to think and come up. You know, it was very easy topics for us to think our own stories. So thank you very much. Really enjoyed all 4 topics. And one recommendation I would like to do this summer is you know, really want to do but still cannot do. I really want to go to rooftops, beer gardens. You know, 0 so far this summer. So rooftop. Okay, so a little evaluation to Muroga-san's evaluation speech. Thank you. You started your evaluation speech with congratulations. Good. And also, before you point out what 2 good things, you actually summarized Kase-san's presentation as sorry. You started with congratulations, and then you introduced the project. So that was really good. We introduced, okay, this is pathways of this project, and then this is your second speech. So, everybody can, it's actually a good reminder to all the audience. And then you actually complemented overall delivery first. So it was really easy to follow your logics and point out to good, tone of voice, and then how you deliver the structure and suggestion. So very good structure. And suggestion was really good too. Camera angle, or maybe like how you appear on the screen. So when we make the speech face to face, it's about the posture, it's about appearance, it's about your facial expression, standing position, chin up, chin down. So in like WebEx meeting or Zoom meeting, it's a little bit different, but it's also as important as face-to-face meeting, because people heavily depend on how you appear on the camera. Although your story is really good, how you appear actually gives a big impression to the audience. So I think your suggestion was really spot on. Yeah. So thank you very much. I think we all learned from it. Okay, that's it from me as a general evaluation. And one thing, thank you very much, Stefanos, for joining. Are you in UK? So it's still like before 5 o'clock? Gosh. Okay, thank you very much for joining in the early morning. Okay, that's it from me. Thank you very much. So I pass the control back to Yuma-san. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Takamiyaki, for your stunning general evaluation with smooth facilitation with stunning feedback for the session. It is fun to learn something always from you. Thank you very much. Now move on to ball counters report as well as a board session for the table topic speaker. So let me hand over to ball counter Stefan Spiro. Oh no.
Victor.
Sorry, Victor Hirakawa.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Tejima-san. So today, base table topic speaker is Nanako Tada-san. Congratulations.
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 Back to you, Toastmaster Tejima-san.
Thank you, board counter Toastmaster Victor Hirakawa. So please give a round big pause again for the table topic speaker. Yay! So this is the end of today's stunning club meeting session. So we have many Toastmasters who use word of the day, including myself. So thank you for offering the great word of the day Toastmaster Riaraki. So I'm going to pass control back to President Toastmaster Riaraki.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yuma Tejima, for being the great Toastmaster of the day today. So is there any club business from anyone before we close? No?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Naito-san.
Okay, before we forget, let's take a picture.
Oh, yes.
So
yes.
everybody, I'm the photographer, so please do the T position. Everybody ready? T, T, T. Once more. Okay, thank you. And Dia-san, please, please repeat your announcement about the COT, which is Sunday.
Oh, it's for club executives?
Club officers, but other people can also, anyone can attend.
Oh, okay. So I don't have that information with me right now.
Okay, so club officer information, club officer training for the division J. Are we in J?
Yes, J.
Okay, will be held this Sunday from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So all club officers are actually required to attend. If this coming Sunday is not good, there will be club officer trainings in other divisions on August 10th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 28th. Yeah. So yeah, please attend Club Officer training. And following that, there will be a workshop for the evaluation contest. This fall, we are going to have online evaluation contest. Unlike international speech contest, which requires you to have completed level 2 of pathways, but evaluation contest has no restriction. Anybody can join. Okay, and online evaluation contest is a little bit different from the regular speech contest because, well, anyway, so there will be a workshop. We explain how to run the contest, what are the judging criteria, and we have a guest from last evaluation contest champion. That was 7 years ago in Japan, in Japanese and English. Japanese session will be held on Monday, August 8th, next Monday, and English session will be Thursday, next week Thursday, the holiday, both from 8 p.m. It's supposed to be 1 hour, depending on the questions they raise. Okay, so if you are available Monday or Thursday from 8 o'clock at night, yeah, please join. I'll send more information through the email. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Miyawaki-san. That was very helpful. Thank you.
Because I'm going to be the facilitator.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Okay, so anyone else has any announcements?
As VP, I'd
Otherwise,
like to
okay.
announce the next meeting, which will be on the 18th of August. It'll be an evening meeting. So if you can please enter your availabilities on EasySpeak. On that day, we'll also be having a special guest speaker. So I'll also add some information over email. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Araki.
Thank you, Stefano-san.
Can we know
Oh,
who?
Naito-san.
Yeah, okay. We were expecting one guest today, but he emailed me just before the meeting saying he's not feeling well today, so he will try to attend the next meeting. That's all. Thank you.
I have something to,
Okay,
yeah,
Mima
highlight.
Tejima-san.
Yeah, I have something to highlight or share with you guys as VPPR point of view. So we have the Facebook page, and then we have a homepage, right? And it's been a long time that we haven't updated the homepage. So the homepage URL for the Tokyo Midtown Toastmaster is cisco.toastmaster.org. So now we have changed from Cisco Toastmaster to Tokyo Midtown Toastmaster. So I gonna see how whether we're gonna change the homepage URL or not. But the good things is that finally we have the administrator access to the homepage. So I have changed a little bit. So I just wanted to share if you don't know how it looks like. So let me share. Right. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So so this is the Facebook page. So I also wanted to come back to the Facebook page, but the first of all, so this is the Toastmaster, the Tokyomidtown Toastmaster homepage. So I made some change over the top page, right? So and then the things I wanted to highlight is I just create YouTube channels. I don't know whether you guys are notice or not. So this is
The role takers.
the one we recorded. So every time our session has been recorded. So I just, edit a little bit and then I just post it in the, this is the channel over the Toastmasters, the Tokyo Midtown Toastmaster Club channel. So, and also some of you may noticed on top of the photo that we've been taken, the last of the meeting, but I also add some short videos posted in the Facebook page. So I just wanted to, it'll be great if you could, give me a feedback whether this is, good or bad. So anyway, so this is a change that I made. And then I also said the benchmarking. So we are not very bad, Toastmaster, the Tokyo Midtown Toastmaster Club, we got the 292 good, ine. And then, and then we have a new bridge Toastmasters Club. I think Taka-san is a member of this Toastmaster Club, I think. And then the Cosmos Toastmasters Club Tokyo. So those are benchmarking I set. So let's see how it goes, whether it's going to be improved or not. I'm adding the changes on the Facebook pages. So this is the change I made, and then it'd be great if you could check the update on the Facebook page. So I'm going to start, or I already started to do some changes on the Facebook, the make Facebook stunning, so that we can attract more people to participate our club meeting. So that's highlight that I wanted to share today. Thank you.
Great improvement to our website. If anyone else have any? Okay, so thank you everyone for attending today's lunch meeting. So I would like to call the 155th meeting adjourned. So have a good rest of the day and have a good open break, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Mm.